Welcome to the Tascam 688 MIDI Studio demo of August 10th, 2025. This is the latest machine that I've refurbished. I refurbish a lot of these and I do it very well. Just to give you some insight into this particular machine, it's not the prettiest. Although I do have some that are prettier for sale. This one has some cosmetic flaws. Let me see if I can capture some of that now for you. The most noticeable is probably on the back panel where it's got some paint chipped. Okay, so let's get on with the demo. I'm going to hit return to 0 and play. So when it gets to 0, it's going to start playing. Let me put my EQ back where it was for this particular guitar part. Okay, so this is a tape I recorded back in 1994, one of the artists I produced, Mr. Burgess. We recorded this this demo, and then I striped track 8 with MIDI clock signals, so we could go back and synchronize my MIDI gear to add drums and strings, which is available to hear on my website. I've got that information in the text if you want to check it out. So basically, all these functions are operable. You have channel mute, which is very useful. You can mute channels. You can mute channels via MIDI events, which is very useful. Let me go back to the main screen here. We've got group 1 and 2 going, basically the stereo bus, picking up all 8 tracks or 10 channels.
Night kills the horizon, dusk covers me. All alone and once again, love is what it is. Wind brushes the flowers, sweet cool summer breeze. Forgotten past, remember love, it all keeps haunting me. And I wonder what went wrong. You sing this song. Whoa, whoa, yeah.
Here's the MIDI clock signals.
Young sweet flower child, so why
solo. Here's the demo of the pitch. Here's variable pitch. We'll go back into fixed. All the buttons are operable. Here we're arming tracks for recording. Don't want to record though, I would ruin this tape. Here's the shuttle operation. Going backwards here. Now we're going forward. This shuts off the shuttle. Actually, if I had shuttle on, let's say I was reversing shuttle. Just by hitting play would take the shuttle off. It's got a very sophisticated cue monitor system, which here's the cue monitor section. It gives you level and pan for each track. Like here's track 1. Boost up the level a little. Here's the bass. Let me go back a little bit because I'm running out of song here. Here is the clock signal track. Here's the vocal track. And you can pan it. Under me. Here's the rhythm guitar, rhythm guitar. Here's the clean guitar. And you can just basically mix the cue monitors depending on what you want to hear through the headphones when you're laying down new tracks. That's the whole purpose of the cue monitor. So we'll go back to the main bus. Yeah, on the main channel, 10 channel strips, you've got this pretty elaborate EQ with sweepable mids. So the mids are parametric. And then you've got aux 1 and aux 2 send. And these are the masters for that. These are the returns that you can use. 4 returns. Let me fast forward a little so we can keep some source going. I've got a click track on one of these, this recording. I can pull that down. Play around a little bit with pan. And then you've got this 10-channel expansion mixer. So this is actually a 20x8 mixer. The dual channels allow you to patch in all your synth modules, keyboards, drum machines. And here's the master for the dual. And here's the dual switch that sends to the master bus for mixing or just monitoring. These faders here are your master buses. These faders here are your master buses to record on tracks 3 and 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. You can't monitor them through group 1 and 2, which is basically your mixing selection. So you can monitor them through left and right. I'm sorry, monitor them through the Q monitor system. Here's your counter and your transport controls. I use return to zero a lot. You can reset, you can store memory locations. It's got a rehearsal button, auto punch in and out, clear. Mixing on the monitor system is very useful when you're in a different scene. Let's say if we go to scene 10 and recall it, and you're laying down tracks. This is the track assigned here, which is all changeable. Let's say when you're laying down tracks, instead of having to toggle between your playback scene and your record scene, you simply use the mix button. Very nice. I used this machine for many years, probably 9 or 10 years, and a lot of my recordings on my website, which I put the URL in there so you can listen to a lot of productions I did on this machine. A lot of those are on there. Many years after the fact, I found tapes that I thought they were long gone tapes. Some 4-track, some 8-track. Either way, they all play in this machine. And what I did was I took all the direct outs and dumped it all to my DAW in whatever DAW software you use, Ableton, Studio One, Sonar. Directly dumped all the analog tracks into the digital realm and did a lot of post-production, which is also on my website. Let me hit the return to zero to let it rewind back to where we first started. Everything on this machine works. I even went and replaced the Group 1 and 2 button and the Q monitor button with brand new switches. These are the two problematic buttons I'm finding because they're the most used. And also pitch control. Usually the switch wears out, or the pot potentiometer here wears out to where you can't get a stable speed, but all this has been checked and everything's working fine. DBX is engaged on all 8 tracks, and this machine gives you magic results with the DBX that's built in conjunction with using a chrome tape. The sound is absolutely magnificent. Albums have been produced on this machine, and it is the holy grail of Porta Studios and basically analog gold. This thing is very sleek. See how sleek it is? Doesn't take up much desk space, and packed with Lots and lots of features to give you the result that you need. It's very intuitive to operate. Scene memory. There are, I think, 0 to 99 scenes that you can create. A lot of them are scenes from the factory, namely number 10 and number 12 that I used all the time, because 12 is your mix down scene and 10 is your record scene, provided that you're using corresponding channel strips to corresponding tracks. So that's pretty much our demo. I hope you enjoyed it, and I know you'll be very happy with this machine. Thank you.